So the book is written for the family members because it is by my perspective, the sister's perspective. And it
Mm-hmm.
does talk a lot about when he was alive and forgiving yourself and forgiving the person, which can seem a little silly. Why do you have to forgive yourself? Because a lot of times, those of us, the loved ones of the person with the addiction, we we think we should be able to do more. What if there was a lot of this going on after Brandon's death, and even while he was alive? What if I would have said something different? What if I would have, invited him over for dinner that day? What if I? But the thing is, when it comes down to it, there's nothing I or anybody in the family could have done. It was his addiction. He needed the help for it. Of course, if he asked, hey, can you drive me to detox? Sure. But if the question is, hey, can I have $20? Nope. Right? And even if I said, what's it for? And he said it's for food.
Right. He may be lying to you.
He probably was.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. They are master manipulators. And
Yes, they
he was so good. He'd be like, I just want to see my family. And then as soon as you said no to something, it was, oh, you're such a choice words. And so there's this distance and this boundary. And this is what the book talks a lot about, is setting those boundaries, even when it's so hard to do. Setting the boundaries to make sure that you take care of yourself, because yes, that person is suffering. Like, yes, of course Brandon was suffering. However, I couldn't change that. All I could do was protect myself and protect my family and my kids from his disease affecting them as it had affected me. So I'm the little sister. He was 4 years older than me. And growing up, I remember him like coming home bloody because he got in a fight. And I'm like, what is going on? I remember our house being robbed more than once because he owed somebody money. Him stealing from me because he wanted to go buy drugs, right? So there is this fear and this sense of, what's the word? Just heartbreak. It's not the word I'm looking for, but there's this fear and heartbreak with this person because it's my brother. I love him. I still remember as kids and playing and watching cartoons and things like that. But at the same time, I shouldn't be living in fear that I'm going to be robbed or I'm going to be hurt or something like that. So as somebody who loves someone with an addiction, you have to, and every circumstance is different. All right, let's throw that out right now. Every circumstance is different. This is all personal experience, I'm saying. But we have to set ourselves up so that we can still thrive in our lives, even if that might not include them. So when I got married, my brother was still very hardcore into drugs. He was not invited because I was not about to have him come and be high and drunk and all the things that he would be doing at my wedding. I was like, absolutely not. And it still is so heartbreaking. If I look at wedding pictures and I think about it, I'm like, my brother wasn't there. Like it sucks. It really does. And there's a little piece of me that wishes it could have been different. But then there's a bigger piece of me that goes, I know why it isn't different. I
Right.
know why it happened the way it did, but it doesn't make it easier. It just is. And so the book talks a lot about forgiving yourself for doing what is needed to be done to be able to thrive in your own life, but still loving them. Like I said, if my brother asked me for something like, hey, I want to go to detox, I would have been there.
Sure.
But I'm not going to put myself in a position, as I had done for years and years and years, to listen to him call me names because I wasn't going to support his drug habit.
Right. And I'm gonna go so far as to say, if he asked you for $20 for groceries, you would have gotten him the groceries. You wouldn't
I
have given
had
him the
at
money, but
times.
you would have made sure he had something to eat if he truly needed something to eat.
I had
So
at times.
yeah,
Yes, I definitely
yeah,
have at times done that.
yeah.
But at the same time, there's this line that eventually